Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to show you something remarkable: how organizations can deploy a complete AI-ready infrastructure on ROSA, which is Red Hat OpenShift on AWS service, within 60 minutes. This is not just about spinning up a cluster, it's about deploying a production-ready AI platform with enterprise security, GitOps automation, and intelligent assistance that can help your teams to be more productive. Before we dive in, let's take a look at the business challenges. Today, companies face a critical decision whether to adopt AI quickly or fall behind competitors. Traditional AI infrastructure takes almost 1 or 2 months to deploy. It also requires specialized teams and create dependencies on external SaaS providers where you start losing control on your data. With ROSA, this changes the equation entirely. We can deploy a complete enterprise grade AI platform in 60 minutes. This includes your infrastructure, security, model deployment, and AI assistance, all automated through GitOps. This means three critical advantages for your businesses. First, and the most important, is speed to market. You can deploy AI capabilities 99% faster, giving you immediate competitive advantage. Data sovereignty: your AI models run on your infrastructure with your data, no external dependencies, complete compliance control. And there is no per API token pricing as well. You control the infrastructure and cost, which typically reduces your expenses by 40 to 60% for high volume AI workloads compared to the SaaS alternatives. The question is not whether to adopt AI, it's whether you can afford to wait months while your competitors move faster. With ROSA, you don't really have to wait. Let me show you what we are building today. This is a complete AI platform running on ROSA, and it's designed to solve real business problems. What you are seeing here is a 3-layer architecture that transforms how organizations approach AI infrastructure. The infrastructure layer handles all the AWS resources, the platform layer provides enterprise-grade automation, and the application layer delivers the AI capabilities for your business needs. Let's start by deploying the infrastructure. This is where ROSA really shines. I have complete Terraform script which can deploy your cluster with end-to-end automation. With ROSA, you get a supported Terraform module which we can leverage to deploy the ROSA clusters. If I take a look at my Terraform script, this is my Terraform TF-vars files, which is where I'm going to specify what I want to deploy in my cluster whenever I'm spinning up my cluster. This will deploy a cluster with this specific version, and all of these are additional operators which I am going to deploy as part of the cluster creation. Isn't it amazing? And for all of this, I'm going to use GitOps, which is OpenShift GitOps, which is based on Argo CD. All of these operators are available with ROSA without any additional cost, excluding the OpenShift AI. Now, what you are seeing here is the power of infrastructure as a code. With a single command, Terraform init, Terraform plan, and Terraform apply, we are provisioning a complete enterprise cluster, which includes the infrastructure, which includes the GPU-enabled compute nodes, and all the day-to operations which you typically configure once your Kubernetes clusters are up and running. It also configures the entire RBAC and authentication automatically. For example, if I'm deploying the OpenShift GitOps, I don't really have to configure the authentication for OpenShift GitOps separately. It uses the existing OpenShift's authentication mechanism for OpenShift GitOps as well. Now, once the cluster is provisioned, I'm using OpenShift GitOps. And if you take a look at my GitOps repository, this is where I have specified everything. This is where the magic really happens. Instead of manually installing operators and applications, everything is automated through GitOps. This means your infrastructure changes are tracked, auditable, and can be rolled back if needed, which is really critical for the enterprise compliance. Let me explain what each of these operators does for your business. First of all, the OpenShift AI operator. If you take a look at here, I'm specifying OpenShift AI. What this operator does is this provides a complete AI/ML platform for your data science teams, enabling them to build, train, and deploy models without worrying about infrastructure complexity. OpenShift Lightspeed is another one. With OpenShift Lightspeed, uh, this is an AI assistant that helps your developers and operators work more efficiently by providing context-aware help and automating the routine task. For NVIDIA GPUs, I am going to deploy NVIDIA GPU operator. Now, this automatically manages the GPU resources, ensuring your AI workloads get the compute power that they need while optimizing costs through intelligent resource allocation. And for the authentication of your models, we are using Authorino operator. This handles the enterprise security and authentication, ensuring your AI applications meet the compliance requirements and protect the sensitive data. Now, what about the AI model deployment? That is again automated through GitOps. This is where you can see I have specified three different directories, one for the Granite model, one for Mistral without authentication, and the other one is Mistral with authentication. This basically goes ahead and deploys your AI model. This is where ROSA's AI capabilities really shine. We can serve large language models with enterprise grade security again and scalability, which enables your business to leverage AI without the complexity. But more importantly, you are deploying your own models with your own data and not relying on external SaaS services. If you take a look at some of the configuration files from this AI for these AI models, what you can see is a production ready AI model deployment. For example, the Mistral 24B model is a large language model that can understand and generate human like text, perfect for customer service, content generation, or any business application that needs natural language processing. And you can change your model anytime. The model which we are going to run is running on a GPU accelerated infrastructure and automatically scaling based on demand. You can configure scaling for your AI workloads as well, just like you leverage Kubernetes for any other workloads. This means your business can handle peak loads without manual intervention, and you only pay for compute resources that you actually use. But the real advantage is that you own and control your AI infrastructure completely. Let's take a look at the cluster which is deployed once we run these Terraform scripts. This is my ROSA cluster. As soon as within an hour you start the deployment, within an hour you get a console something like this. And as I said, you get an AI assistant as well. So this is the chatbot which you get with your with your ROSA deployment. If you want to query anything, for example, what is ROSA, it will start generating the text, it will start answering your questions. This is the AI assistant that can help your teams to be more productive. This is where the real business value comes in. Your teams get intelligent help while working with OpenShift. It just like you have an Red Hat expert sitting next to you when you are working with OpenShift. With OpenShift Lightspeed, which is an AI assistant and understands your OpenShift environment, can help your teams with everything from troubleshooting to best practices. Let's take a look at how we can troubleshoot the issues with this. I have a pod which is failing in my application pod which is failing. Let me just clear the chat, clear the context for my assistant, and let me just provide some context for OpenShift Lightspeed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm attaching the complete YAML file. Similarly, I can attach the events and logs to this AI assistants. Let me see, ask why this pod is failing. It will read your YAML, it will take a look at what's happening with that particular deployment, and it will start giving you the answer. In this particular case, the pod is failing due to an image pullback of error, and it is also providing what this specific error means and how you can go ahead and resolve this particular issue. Finally, let's take a look at what we have accomplished in last couple of minutes. This is not just a AI assistant. This is a complete enterprise AI platform that would traditionally take months to deploy. What we have built here is more than just a cluster. With this platform, your data science teams can deploy models, your developers get AI assistants, your operation teams have enterprise grade security and compliance. Most of the times, I get this question from many of the customers: why to choose self-hosted AI versus SaaS? Why own your own AI infrastructure? I will summarize this just in a minute. First of all, when you deploy your own models on ROSA, your data never leaves your infrastructure. This is critical for industries with strict compliance requirements like healthcare, finance, and government. You maintain complete control of your sensitive data. You own the models. There is a cost predictability, unlike SaaS services where you charges based on per token. With ROSA, you pay for the infrastructure that you control. This means there is a predictable cost, no surprise cloud bills, and the ability to optimize your spendings based on actual usage patterns. For high volume AI workloads, this can result in significant cost savings. You can customize your own models based on your specific data and use cases. This means better accuracy for your business applications, domain specific knowledge, and the ability to continuously improve your models without depending on external providers. No dependencies on external service availability or rate limits as well. you, you have a complete audit trails, data lineage, and compliance controls. You get the dashboard to see the performance of your models. And lastly, your AI models becomes your competitive differentiator. You are not using the same models as your competitor. You have models trained on your data, optimized for your use cases, and running on your infrastructure. What I have demonstrated today is more than just a cluster deployment. It's a complete transformation of how organizations approach AI infrastructure. With ROSA, you get the enterprise grade security, automation, and AI capabilities. This is not just about the technology, it's about enabling your teams to focus on innovation rather than infrastructure management. Your data science teams can deploy models faster, your developers get that AI assistant, and businesses get market quicker with AI powered applications. Thank you.